Welcome back to the Old Two Stroker YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Wayne, and today we're working on our 1973 Peterbilt 352 Project Big Bertha. If you're new here to the channel, we work on Mossy broke over. Here's a 1980 359, and this other truck here, like I said, the 73. And we work on these pretty regularly. Today what we're going to do is we are going to replace, God willing anyways, a power steering cylinder. It's more of a valve, and it goes on the drag link on these older trucks before they had a power steering gear like you would be used to seeing probably. So we're going to dig right in here. I've already kind of started. I got the front wheel off, truck's jacked up of course, and I kind of started without you. I got going and I realized I totally forgot somebody, namely you. Alright, well, digging in here, I loosened this bolt here, which ties this, it keeps this collar cinched on these threads so you can't back it off. And we're going to need to back it off because you can't exactly get that end out. It's got to come off all the way up there. And let me tell you a little bit about what we're not doing today. So, you can see this is bleeding like a stuck pig. That's got to come out. It's junk. And we've got our nut off of here, and I believe that's loose. I thought I loosened it anyway. We're gonna find out here. Ooh-wee, perfect. So, next we gotta take off all our lines and label them and plug them so they don't get covered in sand, because I have the best of working conditions. Alright, wow. We got our all lines off. They're all labeled with the exception of one, and I feel like with the process of elimination I'll be quite alright with that. Anyways, it's the outline, which is the return. It goes back to tank, so I know. Don't worry, I got it. So next, all we gotta do is lift this out of here, and then we're gonna attempt to unthread the entire thing from here, which I think is really gonna be the worst part about this. So I'm not real sure how I'm gonna do that yet. I'm gonna try a pipe wrench, I think, but I don't know that I'm gonna be able to like hold it. I don't know, we'll see. All right, fellas, well, got her propped out of the hole and just leaning on this arm. We're gonna see if we can get this to go. Oh, sick. That ain't even that bad. All right, so now I gotta pay attention, count the turns. So, one, two, 23 and a half, looks like. Mint, let's go in the shop. All right, welcome back. So we are out in the shop. It's many hours later. Had somebody stop by to look at the international dump truck. So I fashioned this plate out of a piece of 3/16 and hammered it into here. And it just started to break free. I wanted to make sure that was going to work before I bothered turning the friggin' camera on. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but filming is a pain in my ass. And I've got a 3/4 bar on this for reference. There's gonna be a lot of that, I think. We should move this battery so we don't die. It's kind of a super sketch process. This is how they tell you to do it in the service manual for this thing, though. Whatever, who am I to argue? But it is tight, I'll tell you. So what we gotta do, though, is get that. We gotta get the ball out of it. Man, it's like a gigantic flat blade screwdriver. What a pain in the ass. Ugh. Oh, that's friggin' huge, boys. What the shit? I think maybe now we can just, yeah. Felt better. This needs to be in that one, though. Oh yeah, there she is. Sick. That's threaded in there too. So now what we've got is, looks like that thing's threaded in there. I'm not real sure how we're gonna get that out. Hopefully it's not real tight. Let's see what we got though. Snap ring pliers that are that size. I'm gonna try it. Oh dude, it's not even tight. Oh, boy. Oh shit. That's the whole thing. It can't be that whole thing. That doesn't make sense. It's got a hole, so it's got a, probably pivots and then loosens from there. So it probably is super duper tight. This is not the tool for the job, guys. Just, yeah, it's not gonna work. What the hell are we gonna do with that, fellas? Tell you what, me and my neighbor, he's over here looking for a tool. He's gonna borrow a tool, so I'm gonna drink some beers and talk about it, and we'll bring him back. Holy brag, boys. So here's what I did. I use the same tool with like different cut ends to get this thing out. I don't know if there's something wrong with the threads or what, but like, dude, literally the whole way out, I had 3/4 bar on it, and like literally all I could do to get it to turn, like I was just giving her all the way. Oh God. I should have recorded it, but there was like too much going on, you know. All right. So now, I don't know if you guys can see in there. Now you see that's our ball. Oh, but I don't know how it comes out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, or if it comes out of there like that. I don't know, because I've never done one of these before, so. your guess is as good as mine whether or not this thing's actually gonna. I don't think it's gonna come out of there. So, how does one go about getting it in there? This thing's a pain in my ass, guys. This is like the worst design ever. I'm straight out of breath. I don't suppose this thing just fucking. No, that would make too much sense. And it can't spin around because the socket's in there. I don't fucking know. Who designs this shit? Lift the valve off the ball stud while turning the steering shaft in a direction that will cause the ball to move to the larger opening in the valve housing. I do not. Does this move? I don't. Oh, that inner one must push in. How the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. How would you ever get this out? I don't know. So there's an inner, can you guys even friggin' see that? I just don't know what I'm doing here, and it's mildly frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired, it's late, and I'm hungry, and I didn't clean up any of the tools in the other shop. Let's look here. So there's that inner ball seat there. The only thing I can think is if that moves out of the way, then the ball socket might, but I don't see how it can come out. I don't think it'll come out of there. None of this makes any sense here, folks. There's no... Boy, I just don't... I mean, we could pull a grease fitting out. Let's pull a grease fitting out. And then maybe that housing will... Well, that housing rotates anyway with the... So it's not as though the grease fitting can be really holding it, right? No. The grease probably just goes all around it and then through another hole. It's looking a lot like a tomorrow project, fellas. I don't know why like the new one came assembled. I don't understand why why would it not just come with a new friggin' socket? Like, why am I reusing old junk? Why wouldn't you just send me that? Like, why am I fucking around right now? I don't know, whatever. I'm not happy about it. I'll update you when I figure something out.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a...
A better look at that. It's upside down, it's not. Are you telling me that this thing is in a different shape or something? think I see what happens here. I think this collar rotates a little. Yep. Nope. Oh, that's like closer, it feels like. Got it. Friggin' rights. Golly, that was a shit ton of work for this stupid fucking thing. Man, it looks like a trailer hitch ball. Oh, boy, I'm happy about that. Alright. There she is, boys. So, if you're wondering why I'm going through all this horse shit, let me show you. We got us a brand new valve. I don't remember if I showed you all this, but the nice people over at Garrison still make these things brandy friggin' new. What I didn't realize was that the thing wouldn't come with the goddamn ball stud, or I would have just had them either build me one of these or ordered one or whatever. But luckily this one, like, it looks like it's in really good shape. It doesn't appear worn much at all. It's probably been replaced like 75 friggin' times. Y103 is the numbers on that. I don't know if you can see it. So now we got to assemble this one and then go put it on a truck. But I think what happened is somebody was in here. I mean, it's readily apparent to me that this thing has been rebuilt at least once, and whoever did it the last time didn't come out that great. This thing was an absolute nightmare to get out, and you could see it's all scarred up. So I don't know, maybe they just like did this to replace just the ball, the stud, because the stud's in awfully nice shape. Jesus Christ, can you guys even see what I'm talking about? Stud's in awfully nice shape, so I'm not worried at all about reusing that. God, that was a whole lot of dicking around for nothing. Alright friends, we are back. New day. Time to assemble the new one. So, here's what I got. I got this thing. Put the thing in the boot already so it's easy to just slide on and in. And what we got to do now is lube up the cups. So this is the inner cup. We put the grease here, and this is what retains the ball. So I'm fresh out of grease, of course. That's nobody's surprised by that. But I do want to coat these, and of course we'll fill it when it's assembled. Well, I'll go to the store and get some grease. But so this just goes in here like that. Obviously you want your ball facing, where your socket end facing the ball. And then this we could put down on there. Where's the opening? So this goes towards the opening, obviously, like that, and then clicks in like so. We take our other ball here, get the last of our grease. Oh, friggin' GoPros, man. This battery was fully charged when I put it in the camera. It's showing 21% now. The last battery I had in it showed 29%, and you watched it die on me, so I don't know how far we're gonna get, but we got our ball in here. This is all lubed up. Dump that in, and our spring with our retainer goes in. I'll just tighten that with a special tool. And this goes all the way down tight and then backs off to the first set of holes that you find. That's tight. So now we just Alright, round 3 with a GoPro. Piece of shit. This one shows 93%. Garbage, boys, I'm telling you. There's a set of holes. I knew it went a little too far last time. I wasn't real happy about that. Alright, so the first set of holes is right here. And then that. Gives you a nice tight. Where'd the clip go? Oh, it's right here. Idiot. Alright, so I got the clip, so set it tight, back it off to the first hole. Alright. That's it. Nothing friggin' crazy about that. So this plug lock just goes in 2 holes. Let me show you, so you have an idea what we're working with here. So you see the hole over there. That's what we're doing. We gotta put this lock in there and in the same hole on the other side, and then it kind of clicks in. There she is, like that, and then flips down like that, and that holds tension on it, so it cannot come out now. Then this thing goes in there, and this goes. This is like totally different than I thought it would be, but this goes all the way down. Run this all the way down, tight. And then it backs off 2 full turns, and then you tighten to your nearest. So there she goes. Got that a little tight, so tight there. We go half. 1, half, 2, and then we tighten to our first hole, which is gonna be here, and then your cotter pin goes in, which I have here. So that is the deal with that. I would have figured that went on tight, but I guess not. Which there must have been something going on with the other one, because you couldn't get it. Remember, we couldn't turn this in the truck on the other one, so, and it was hard as hell to turn when I got it out of the truck. It like didn't want to turn at all. So that's that. We can put it back in the truck now. I gotta go to the store, get some grease, and then we need to install our fittings back where they were. And yeah, that's it. We can put it back in the truck finally. She's friggin' done. Pumped. She's a beaut. Props to Garrison for taking care of me on this. They gave me a discount and they really didn't have to. So great company. I can't believe they still make these friggin' things. So I'm excited to get in the truck, see what it's like. Oh shit, we gotta put our grease fitting back in. Hard to put grease in without a grease fitting. Just noticed it sitting there. Here we go. Be back. Alright boys, well we are back at the truck. I got the fittings in the valve here. What we've got to do is loosen up this here. That should let her spin. So now we should be able to get this in here. I think it started there. It's half. So 1, 2. 22. I believe that to be about where we were. Maybe it was 23. I don't remember. It's been a day and a half. So I'll go back and check the footage. Hang tight. All right, so we were 23 and a half. I thought that looked a little funny. So we did the half first. So that is it right there. And then what we gotta do is turn this friggin' thing. Oh, come on. Don't be that way. There we go. Perfect. Whew. That's a workout. All right. Oh shit, where's my big ratchet? Did I bring that out? I must have. I could do this with the half though, I think. Oh shit, that's probably spinning in there. Yeah, it is. Damn it. How friggin' loose is that though? Oh man, these things are goofy. That is at the travel stop. And you can still move this. It says to be able to make sure you can move this at each travel stop, so. I think what we'll do before we go getting that crazy is we're gonna bolt that. We're gonna suck this down with a gun. So, let me go. I got the 1/2-inch gun here. We can try to get that on there. I don't know that it's gonna work, but we can try it. Perfect. Feel better about that. All right, so now how is that? That is at the travel stop, and it's still very turnable, so I don't think we're gonna have an issue there. We do have to lock this in though, like now, because I don't want that to get, we don't want that loose, boys. That'll really ruin your day. Should be good there. That's going friggin' nowhere. Okay, and then what we gotta do is now we gotta connect everything, fill that thing up, which means I'm probably gonna have to tilt the cab and cycle it side to side, and then you have to check clearances somewhere. There's some kind of view hole in here. There it is over here, of course, on the side where you can't friggin' get to it. Perfect. And you got to check the clearance with it in the neutral position, but with it like full of fluid and bled. And then if it's not right, you need to adjust the inner seat. So I'm going to do all that and I'll bring you back. All right, boys. Well, we got her hooked up. Let me explain this to you, because it took me like 2 hours to fiddle fucking around before I figured it out. What they want you to do is run the steering all the way one way to the lock, and then rotate this valve like this. Make sure it doesn't bind. Then you go all the way to the other lock and make sure it doesn't bind. And if it binds, you gotta adjust the length of your pitman arm to where it doesn't bind anymore. So after like 2 hours of this way, that way, this way, that way, I finally got her dialed. So no more binding. Nailed it. Now, what we've got to do is turn the wheel lock to lock, get all the air out of this thing with no load on it, so it's jacked up, cab's up in the air. Basically right now all we're doing is filling getting the lines full of fluid. I think maybe what I'll do is go get the ladder. I'm gonna need it anyway to start it. So I'll go get the ladder, and then what we'll do is I'll be able to like sit on the ladder or something and use the wheel. This is just, look at my freaking hands, boys. We're just filthy. My light died, that's great. All right, fellers, we're back. So I'm sorry about the lighting in here. The light on my camera's friggin' dead. And I got 2 lights in this friggin' barn. This place is not set up to be worked in. Regardless, I'm happy to report there's 0 leaks. That's a friggin' win in my book, being as that's why we started this project. So here's what we got. Now it says to run the truck. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I filled it and I turned it lock to lock with the thing running and bled it. So I think that's good. The reservoir's still full. I think we're in good shape there. Now what they tell you to do is there's an inspection port on the back side of this, under this cover here. Golly, you guys can't see shit, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get this in here a little better. So in the back side here, you're not gonna be able to see it, but there's an inspection port under this little condom. And what you have to do is, with the truck running and no load on the steering, which is how we have it, you got to see if there's clearance, the clearance is correct in this thing here. So this is a 1/16 drill bit, and this is not supposed to fit. And this is a number 55 drill bit, which works out to 0.052. and it is supposed to fit. So that's what you got to do. And then if that's wrong, you got to adjust the back half. I got to read that a little bit further because I don't. You got to adjust. I think you either adjust the end plug here or the plug inside. I had to reread the friggin' thing. But either way, I'll update you and let you know. I'm not going to record this because I can't really. There's no way for me to get a camera in here, especially with the lighting being all fucked up. So just hang tight, all right? All right, fellas, well, we're on the ground finally. Fire it up, see if we have any power steering, and then we gotta grease. We gotta grease it. Every time. Only got power steering in one direction, and that's less than good. Not real sure what's going on there, so be back. All right, fellas, we got her figured out. So the reason why it only steered one way is because the end plug adjustment was incorrect. So what I ended up having to do is I set it to what they told me was the spec, but it didn't work that way. So what I did was I just backed that screw off in the very end of it until the power steering worked going left. And that seemed to do the trick. So now she's pretty friggin' dialed. So that's pretty mint. So while I've got you guys here, I just wanted you to take notice of this. I pulled the hub cover off here. These hubs were originally painted just red like this. Excuse me, from the factory. Somebody's obviously booger painted over them. But the point of this story was I took those shitty caps off there, and those are the factory chrome lug nuts that were spec'd with this truck on the build sheet, and they're still all here. Well, I mean, I haven't checked every one, but the few caps that I pulled off still have the original chrome lugs. So just thought I'd point that out. I thought it was pretty friggin' cool. Let me know in the comments if you guys like them with the hub covers or if you think I should just leave the chrome lug nuts. You pretty much know what I'm gonna do, but you know, doesn't hurt to comment. I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Let's come in here where also thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys coming along for this ride. I'm pumped to finally have power steering doing what it's supposed to be doing in this thing. No leaks. She's pretty dialed. This cylinder, I can't say no leaks. The cylinder down on the actual axle there that actually does the power part of the steering is leaking. That's dripping now. So we'll address that at some point in the future, but right now it's good enough to get on a trailer. I got Convoy for a Cause coming up here. We're going to be doing that in the green truck. And then the next time you will see, well, actually the first time this truck is going to be in public is going to be at the Boston Spa ATHS Truck Show. That's going to be September, what is that, the 18th, I think it is. This video, I don't know that this video is even going to make it out before that, but if it does, come see us at the show. We'll have both trucks there, God willing. I'm going to see if James will haul this 352 for me. If not, I'm going to hire a wrecker to bring it to the show. So we will have both trucks there. Look forward to seeing you guys. Thanks for watching the channel. Stay tuned. There's plenty more to do around in here with this junk. So we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.